So I use a teleprompter. If you don't know, I may have done a video in the past where I talked about it, but over the years I've really been struggling to try to figure out what is the best way to control the teleprompter that you're using. And I've tried a lot of different options. The most popular one is the auto scrolling. You set a speed that you think works for you, and you set it, and then you speak your script. But with that, I normally find myself playing catch up, too slow for the teleprompter speed, or I find myself going too fast for the teleprompter in terms of where now I need to slow down. Other things I've tried, and you may have seen these in my videos, is I'll use a remote. I think a lot of YouTubers have used remotes. I've seen other YouTubers use remotes. But me, I find it somewhat distracting for the viewer. And I feel like it takes away from your credibility of what you're trying to present to the viewer. Now, I got really clever and I said, you know what? I'll just frame my shot better and then you won't see my hands. And it kind of worked, but I tend to speak with my hands and I need to kind of move them around just to ensure when I'm presenting, it feels authentic. And it really makes you feel confined when you have that remote in your hand for some reason or another. Now, this was one that came out, and I'm like, this next one was like, oh, you can actually control the teleprompter with your voice. And I'll be honest, I tried it once, and that was the last time. I just had trouble with the voice recognition, and I had trouble, recognizing my voice or the words that I was saying. It was just a very inconsistent performance. As creators, when we're speaking to you guys, we need to speak with a high level of confidence. At the end of the day, you're clicking on our videos and we're supposed to be the expert. So in this video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kill two birds with one stone. The first bird is gonna be, I'm gonna review this Bluetooth foot remote. And then the second bird, I'm going to explain how this remote can make you feel more confident or sound more confident when you're speaking on camera. But first, make sure you like and subscribe for the latest tech news from Apple FanDad. With that said, let's kill some birds. So in terms of cost, this Bluetooth remote costs $60 on Amazon. And I've had this for, I would say, at least over a month. But the big question is, what do you get for $60? So in this video, we're going to kind of discuss the exterior of the foot remote. We're going to go over how to set it up. And then we're going to talk about how to juice this guy up and keep it juiced up. And then we'll finish up by looking at different profile settings for the foot remote itself. Now, in terms of the exterior, it measures at 7.9 inches by 5 inches and weighs a little bit over a half a pound at 0.66. The bottom of the exterior has rubber feet, which I think offers enough grip or placing it on a carpet or let's say hardwood floors or vinyl. I haven't had any issues of the foot remote moving around when I'm engaging the remote itself with my foot. Now, with that said, you can actually engage this remote with confidence because the build quality is pretty good. It's made from a high quality plastic and it doesn't feel brittle in the hand, and there's no creaking when you are trying to twist or bend the unit itself, which is nice. Now, when you're trying to turn on a device or you're charging the device itself, you are greeted with some bright LEDs. Actually, this unit has 7 LEDs. One of those LEDs is actually next to the charger input on the back of the Bluetooth foot remote. And when you're charging, it's a little small red light that comes on, but when it's finished charging, it turns green. To charge this unit, it takes about 3 hours, and the manufacturer is suggesting once you fully charge it, you can use this for 50 hours before having to recharge it, and this can be done on a 5-volt brick. Now, there's a LED above the actual manufacturer's name, which is actually called the power indicator light, and it will flash green when the battery is above 60%. When it's connected to your iPad, it'll flash yellow when it's above 30, and then it will flash red when it's above 20%. The power indicator light also doubles as a connection status. So if it's connected, it's going to blink every 3 seconds. And if the connection is disengaged, the power indicator will momentarily blink rapidly, and then the power indicator will go dark. And that leaves me to talk about the button layout. So there's 5 number buttons that are laid out across the top of the unit itself. And what that does, it indicates different profile functions, which I will get into a little bit later. There are switches for the power, and there's a switch for repeat. The power button is pretty much self-explanatory, but the repeat button pretty much mimics if you rapidly are pressing one of the pedals, either pedal. All you simply have to do is hold down the pedal with that switch on, and it's going to mimic rapidly pressing the pedal itself. I'm not sure why you would use that, but the switch is there. Maybe it's something that is designed for musicians or something to that extent. Other than that, the pedals actually give really good feedback, and what's nice is they're really quiet, so your mic, for the most part, should not pick up the sound coming from the pedal itself if you're pressing down on it or you're holding down on the pedal itself. Now, I know this is a bit backwards. Maybe we should have talked about the setup first. But the setup is very easy. When you turn on the unit itself, it's going to rapidly blink green for 10 seconds. And then it's going to rapidly blink blue, red, and green, which indicates that the unit, a foot remote, is in pair mode. Obviously, if you do have an iPad, you just go to your settings, then you go to Bluetooth, and then under other devices, select, I think by default, what's going to be Bluetooth music pedal, and then the unit's pretty much connected. Now, to stay connected, you have to be within 32 feet of the remote itself with your iPad, which is about half of a bowling lane. So you have some pretty good distance that you can use this at for the most part. Okay, back to these profile buttons. Now, I just keep it on profile 1. I think primarily this actual foot remote was designed for musicians, but I just keep it on 1. And actually, I use a TelePrompter app. I can actually change the profiles from within the app itself. You can have the pedals play and pause. You can do scroll speed. You can have it bounce from one cue point to another cue point, or you can actually even change a transcript page. So my pedal, I pretty much have both pedals doing play and pause. The right pedal scrolls down while the left pedal scrolls up. Just in case I miss something, I can always just go back to it, which kind of works for me. Not sure what'll work for you. With that said, this is another video in the book. It was a pretty fast one, but hopefully it helps you guys out. If you have any questions, comments right below. Please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Later. Bye-bye.